Hey everybody, welcome back to Video Game Esoterica, and a very exciting episode for us today. It is to the date our 2-year anniversary from publishing our first video back on October 23rd, 2018, and we have released 297 videos since then, which just seems crazy. And while I am excited about the anniversary, I do know that 2020 has been a hot dumpster fire of a year for pretty much everybody. And I started this channel directly after my mother-in-law passed away from stage 4 cancer. It was a project I always wanted to do, and I had just never gotten around to it. And currently I am helping my mother undergo treatment for stage 4 of lung and brain cancer. So outside of the channel update, cancer can just go fuck itself. And I don't swear that often on the channel, but I figured, why not? And currently all my college teaching classes have been canceled and my wife's business is going out of business, so let's talk about games. It's way more fun. But I never really give you guys that much insight into my life, and we're just showing some stuff we've done, like the 3DO M2, the FM Town Smarty, all the fun little filmmaking things I do, because my background is filmmaking, and I am a filmmaking college professor, or will be again, hopefully in the spring if my classes actually come back in person, because Chicago's COVID rate is just a mess. But I've had so much fun talking to you guys about all these different things, going over strange games on the PlayStation 3, like Tokyo Jungle, where you use a Pomeranian to fight beagles and to breed other animals, and going through all of this different arcade stuff. It's been a rough couple years for everybody, my family included, and being able to chat with you guys and talk about a hobby I'm passionate about has been a great relief, and even doing some fun artistic things like actually going to a butcher and buying 3 quarts of beef blood and pouring it all over my table to make that intro was just great to do. Even though when I took the trash out, it looked like I had murdered somebody, and some people were definitely looking at me very strange because I was covered in blood and I had about a third worth of a human body's worth of blood covering all sorts of rags. And those are some of the things that you never know about, and I'm going to be trying to tell you more about that stuff because I get a lot of questions about who I am and what I do, and I think I talk about the game so much that maybe you guys want a little more insight into who I am. So if you do, leave a comment below and tell me. And currently we just finished up with the Sega Saturn stuff, and I've got plans moving on to do this stuff well into the future. I've got list upon list of different things that I want to show and talk about. We've done a lot of the different unported arcade games, and you guys have really been excited to see that stuff, but you're the base, you're the reason I do this sort of thing. And if there's something that you guys want to see or you want to talk about or you want to know more of, tell me, because I can guess all day long about what you guys might want to see, like these complex arcade conversions to run in your home. And some of the stats give me information, but really having a direct line of communication to you guys is what matters the most to me, because it's the most effective and helpful for me to understand the type of things that you want to know. Because we've done coding for the 3DO M2, and we were able to make different demo discs, and we had 2 stories written about us. I say us, it's just me. My name's Anthony, if you didn't know. I am Video Game Esoterica. There's my not smiling face there. My wife said I should have smiled, and I definitely agree. But I'm the person behind the channel, and maybe sometimes you don't hear about that. But it was great to be able to have these articles written up in Eurogamer. I've always been passionate about video game preservation and buying and dumping these different demos and prototypes to the public for free, because I think it's very important that more people get to see as many things as possible. And I've worked on some projects with other people, releasing all of these different 3DO betas and alphas, things that have never been released to the public before. I love that sort of thing, being able to find something and tell you guys about it, and then as opposed to just showing you, hey, look what I have, being able to send that out for other people to enjoy it. And currently we were talking about some of the Pippin at Mark beta stuff, and that was just a disaster. No one watched the Pippin, no one cares. I didn't really either. I think it was actually not a great system. Then we did a bunch of stuff on light guns. But I've had a lot of questions on whether or not I'll ever start a Patreon, and today it is live. If you guys want to contribute and keep the channel going, I'd greatly appreciate it. Please don't spend any money you don't have, but I will say that it's been a rough year, and these things all definitely cost money to make. So if you want to support it, if you like what I'm doing, if you like kind of that mission of finding things, releasing them, and just helping people, please do consider going down below and giving me $1 or $2. But I will say, it costs a lot of money to make these videos, and granted, all this hardware does end up in my collection, but being able to showcase all this rare hardware or get software to dump and release for free to the community is expensive, and it's $50 in beef blood. I actually went to the butcher and bought it, and it cost that much, but I'm an artist and it was fun. But the point being is that each and every one of these series definitely takes something out of me. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of energy. Some instances, plastic connectors cost a fortune, or I buy software that's beta and I dump it for free because I like giving things away, and I don't like talking about the Hyper Neo Geo collection. That was not cheap, but sometimes things are. CPS2 board, $100. But the biggest thing is the time. I have to edit, voiceover, and capture all the footage, all the gameplay for this channel, and I will say by far my biggest expenditure is my time. But I love making these videos, I love chatting with you guys about it, and I'm definitely going to continue to do it into the future. But what I really want to know is, what do you guys actually want to see? What have you enjoyed? What haven't you liked? Do you like the mod work? Do you like the coding? Do you like the unported arcade games? Is there a particular console I haven't covered yet that you think would be good for the channel? Because the most important thing for me is a direct feedback loop from you guys, because like I said earlier, you're the ones that are watching the videos, you're the ones that are leaving me the comments, you're the ones that give me the thumbs up and the subscriptions. So I want to know if there's something in particular you want to see, because really I change the channel constantly, and that's probably to my detriment of not keeping on one topic. Maybe I have more subscribers if I really focused on one thing. What I love doing more than anything is really diversifying what I talk about, because my interests change in gaming pretty much monthly, and I'm sure your guys do too. And I've had a ton of fun doing all these unported arcade games, talking about things that many people just don't know about or don't have, hands-on experience with. Because when someone tells me, oh, I've never seen that game before, it looks awesome, I'm going to play it, that's what makes me the happiest. Or if I'm able to help somebody fix a piece of hardware or modify an arcade board so they can play it at home and be able to enjoy a game they loved, that's the reason I do the channel, because I've always loved video games. I've had them since I've been a kid. I had an original NES in like 1989 when I was 5 years old, and I've been gaming ever since. So in the comments below, tell me what you want to see. Is there something that I should do differently? Is there something extra that I could be doing? Do you want to see particular hardware? Should I keep doing exactly what I'm doing right now? Should I talk about more current gen stuff and news related items? I just love to know what you guys think. But I want to thank you guys all for sticking with me for 2 years and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, if you want to do me a huge favor, go down below, hit like and subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Give me a little present on my 2-year anniversary. But don't worry guys, we're not going anywhere. I've got a ton more ideas coming up. I've got videos uploaded for the next 2 months, and I'm constantly making stuff. But tell me what you want to see, and maybe I'll be able to slip it into the rotation somewhere. Short of that, like I said, a huge thanks for you guys for watching everything for the last 2 years. And I can't wait to see what happens with the channel and all the videos and your comments in the next year coming up. I'm super excited about that. But like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, go down below and hit that button. We got a ton more stuff coming up, and I have a list a mile long of ideas for the future. But thanks so much for watching for the first 2 years, and hopefully we got another 2 years in us. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.